Welcome to Felix. In this lecture, we shall discuss why a dielectric is inserted in between the plates of the parallel plate capacitor. As you can see, this is a capacitor. So this is a container, and this is the two terminals which has been connected to finally connected to the positive terminal and negative terminal. So if we go inside this capacitor, then it will look like this one, the inside of this capacitor. So there is one plate called anode, and there is another plate called cathode. Generally it is a negative plate, it is positive plate. In between these plates we have a separation which is called dielectric. We have sandwiched the dielectric material in between these two plates. So why this has been inserted in between these plates, that we shall discuss in this video. Let's discuss what do you mean by dielectric material. So suppose you have a medium like this. Suppose this is a medium like this one. So every medium consists of number of atoms, so many numbers of atoms. So this is an atoms. Inside the atom, you know that there is a positively charged nucleus, and surrounding this nucleus there are so many number of negatively charged electrons, right? So this electron and protons constitute these atoms, and since the number of positive charges or amount of positive charges in atoms is equal to amount of negatively charged quantity, that's why atom as a whole is neutral. That means inside the atom you have some positive equal number of positively charged and now equal number of negatively charged quantity. That's why atom is neutral. But when I put this atom under some electric field, that means if I place a positively charged rod and positively charged plate and negatively charged plate close to it, then under the influence of this positively plates, all the electrons tend to move towards this one, being attracted by the being loosely bound with this with its atom. They will start to move towards the positive charges, right? So these electrons will felt as some attractive forces towards this and some repulsive forces. Since it is being negative, this negative plate will repel this negatively charged electron to go this way, right? To go from right to left, and this positively charged will attract this electron to come towards itself, that is towards left. So electron as a whole will move towards left, right? On the opposite, since this place is positive and this is a positively charged quantity, so this positively charged quantity will be repelled by this positively charged quantity or positive plate, or this positive charge quantity also felt a attraction towards this plate. That's why it will move towards right. So what will happen in this cases, if I place a positively plate and positively charged plate and negatively charged plate, all the electrons will tend to move or will like to move towards left, and all the positive charges will like to move towards right. After that, the system will look like this. All the some of the negative charges will be gathered towards this positive plates, and all the some of the positive charges will gather towards this negative plate, right? So this this process is called polarization. This process is called polarization, and since there are two ends, one end is negatively charged and one end is positively charged, that's why it is called a this medium is called a dielectric. Die means two. Okay, so this is called dielectric. So this process is called polarization, and this material, that's why it is called dielectric. Remember, before application of these plates, before you place this positive and negative plates, this medium were not polarized. Not polarized means there are positive plates and negative plates. There are positive charges and negative charges equally arranged, just like you can see this one. Before the application of the plate, this medium will look like this, but after this apply some plates, positive or negative plates, this medium will look like this one. There is some positively charged, there is some negatively charged, they are separated and they are gathered at a particular places. right? So that's why it is called, this material is called dielectric. Those materials or those medium which is separated to, in such a way that some of the positive charges will gather at one end and some of the negative charges of this medium will gather at one end. Those mediums are called dielectric, right? Those who can feel the separation, those who undergo the polarization under the effect of the electric field is called dielectric material, right? So now come to the long question, important long questions. So capacitance when dielectric is inserted in between these plates. So in last class we shall discuss that if you have a plate of the plate cross-sectional area A, and if you have a separation distance D, and under this medium if you have a medium of permittivity epsilon, then your capacitance will be A epsilon divided by D. This was the expression for the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor, where A is the cross-sectional area, epsilon is the permittivity of the medium in between these plates, and D is the plate separation distance, right? So in this lecture we shall discuss what happen if I insert a dielectric material of thickness T. Okay, now plate separation was as it is D. Out of the D length, we have taken the we have filled the T length with a dielectric material which has the permittivity epsilon, and rest of this medium, rest of these places are filled with the air that has the which has the permittivity epsilon. Now what will happen to this capacitance of this parallel plate capacitor, that we shall discuss in this video. Okay, so this is an important long question so far your board exam is concerned, so take it seriously. The capacitance when a dielectric material is inserted in between the plates. So that's what the long question is. So let's go. So as it is, D is the plate separation at distance. T is the thickness of the dielectric which has been inserted. So this is the inserted of the we have inserted a dielectric material of thickness T, and A is the cross sectional area. This is a plate, and this plate has a cross sectional area A. Okay. So here are the long questions. Now if, as I said already, that this is the dielectric material which has the relative permittivity epsilon r, or permittivity is epsilon generally. So it is the thickness of this material is T, and plate separation is total distance is D. So what will happen? There's some polarization happen here, that is some negative charges of this medium will gather towards the upper parts where the positive charge rests, or the positive charges are gathered towards the negative plates. Okay, so that's why the polarization occurs. So this the epsilon r or epsilon is the permittivity of this medium, right? So thickness of the region filled with air. Remember that this T thickness has been filled with, this T thickness has been occupied by the epsilon, the dielectric material. But out of this D, the T thickness has been occupied by the dielectric material, and rest of this thickness is air. That means here we have air, and where you have air medium. That's why the thickness of this region which has been filled with the air is out of D we have T thickness. So rest of this thickness, that is D minus T. So D minus T thickness has been occupied by the air medium, right? So we have total D distance, and out of the D distance, the T distance is filled with air, filled with the dielectric medium. The rest of the distance will be what? D minus T, and that distance will be filled by air medium, right? So now the electric field in the region of the dielectric. So in this region, this has been filled with the region of the dielectric. So as you know that the region of the dielectric is, take it as a negative plates and take it as a positive plates, right? So take it this as a positive and negative plates. Then according to the Gauss law, in between the plates you have E1 is equal to sigma divided by epsilon. Where the medium in between these plates are epsilon, then you have the electric field as sigma divided by epsilon, where sigma is the charge density. Okay, sigma is the charge density of these plates. So for sigma is the charge density of the plates, then E1 I shall denote the E1 as the electric field in between the dielectric. Here I shall call the electric field as E1, name electric field as E1. Then E1 will be equal to sigma divided by epsilon. Epsilon is the permittivity of this medium, right? So here electric field is given by sigma divided by epsilon. In the previous class, we have cleared this thought that why it is sigma divided by epsilon. It is from the Gauss theorem, right? So to the plate, where two plates are equally superimposed. Due to single plate, you have sigma divided by epsilon 0, and due to two plates, sigma divided by epsilon 0, sigma divided by epsilon 0, that is sigma divided by epsilon 0. Epsilon 0, it is because this region was air, but when this region in between the plates is filled with another medium epsilon of having a permittivity epsilon, then we shall call this as sigma divided by epsilon, right? So clear? Now electric field in the region of the air is, so what will happen if the in between this region where there is only air, so on that places you have electric field. I shall denote that as E2. So E2 will be sigma divided by epsilon 0. Okay, those who have doubts, please refer to my last video. In my last video, I have discussed why sigma divided by epsilon 0. Okay, so sigma divided by 2 epsilon 0 plus sigma divided by 2 epsilon 0, that is sigma divided by epsilon 0. So here electric field in between the region here, that means these regions are called, electric field at this region are called E2. Right, electric field in this region are called E2 and electric field in this region are called E1. So E2 is equal to sigma divided by epsilon 0. Now, so one thing that is clear, that is sigma divided by epsilon 0 is the region in between where the there is only air. So now another thing to note, that you know that electric relation between electric field and potential is E into distance of separation. How much distance is there? So consider the case of V1, that means in these cases where there is only dielectrics are present. So there I can call this potential as V1. So V1 is clearly E1 times distance of E1. Okay, so distance of E1, distance where the E1 only present, that is distance where only the dielectric is present. So how much distance the dielectric is covered? T distance, right? So the D will be replaced by T. D will be replaced by T. So V1 is equal to E1 multiplied by T. Now E1 is, from the previous cases, E1 was sigma divided by epsilon. So it is sigma divided by epsilon, right? So it is sigma divided by epsilon, as in this cases here, right? So it is sigma divided by epsilon. V1 is equal to sigma divided by epsilon multiplied by T, right? So now potential in the region where the only air is present. So in this region we have called E2 is equal to sigma divided by epsilon 0, and the region which is thickness of this region is D minus T, as you know. So V2 is equal to E2 multiplied by D minus T, right? Where the D minus T come from, right? So V2 is equal to E2 multiplied by D minus T. That's why E2 is generally sigma divided by epsilon 0. Since there is a medium is air, so air has the permittivity epsilon 0. That's why in place of epsilon we have written the epsilon 0. So everything will be look like same, but this is epsilon 0 and distance is D minus T. That's why V2 is equal to sigma divided by epsilon 0 multiplied by D minus T. Clear? Right? So it is why there is sigma divided by epsilon 0, epsilon, where there is sigma divided by epsilon 0, why it is T and why it is D minus T. I hope you have a clear idea about that. Now V1 and V2 we have get, that means we have get the potential at these places and potential in these places, right? So it is V1. So the total potential will be, since potential is a scalar quantity, so total potential will be just the mathematical sum, that is v is equal to v1 plus v2, v1 plus v2, and v1 we have know that v1 is equal to sigma divided by epsilon multiplied by t, plus sigma v2 is equal to sigma divided by epsilon 0 multiplied by t minus t. So now v total potential is equal to sigma divided by epsilon plus t plus sigma divided by epsilon 0 multiplied by d minus t, right? So for epsilon, there is a relation between epsilon and epsilon 0. Okay, so epsilon is generally called epsilon r as k. K is called dielectric constant, or relative permittivity or dielectric constant is the same thing, right? So definition of the dielectric relative permittivity is the total permittivity divided by permittivity of the air. Okay, permittivity of the air. So epsilon is equal to, that's why k is equal to epsilon divided by epsilon 0 for the medium. Okay, for this medium, since epsilon r is equal to k, suppose k is the dielectric constant of this medium, that's why k is equal to dielectric permittivity of this medium divided by permittivity of the air. So since epsilon by epsilon 0 is equal to k, that's why epsilon is equal to k multiplied by epsilon 0, right? K multiplied by epsilon 0. Remember, relative permittivity is defined as the ratio of permittivity of a medium divided by permittivity of the air. And relative permittivity and dielectric constant, which is denoted by k, are same thing, right? That's why k will be equal to epsilon will be equal to k times epsilon 0. K times epsilon 0, and epsilon is equal to k times epsilon 0. If I replace this epsilon by k times epsilon 0, then it will be, okay, I have done nothing but replace this epsilon by epsilon times 0, and everything is look like same. Now what can be taken common? Here sigma divided by epsilon 0, here sigma divided by epsilon 0. So I have taken that common, and now I have, here is t on the numerator and k in the denominator. That's why I have written t divided by k. The plus sign is as it is, and this has been taken out of common, and now d minus t, right? So now again, sigma is equal to q divided by s. Sigma, you have know that surface charge density is the total charge on the plate divided by total surface area of the plate. That's why sigma is equal to q divided by epsilon 0. Now sigma can be replaced by q divided by epsilon 0. So here sigma, here is a sigma, here is a sigma, and that sigma can be replaced by q divided by epsilon 0, right? Now this sigma has been replaced by, so in previous slide we have v is equal to q divided by a epsilon multiplied by t divided by k plus d minus t, right? So here we know the definition of the capacitance is C is equal to q divided by v. Now q is equal to q is will be as it is. Now v will be replaced by this term, right? So v is equal to q divided by epsilon 0 t divided by d with k plus d minus t. So q and q will cancel. Now this a epsilon 0 will go to upstairs. So this is a epsilon. Now we shall left with a epsilon 0 d minus epsilon 0 d minus t plus t divided by k. This d minus t I have written first, and now this t divided by k will remain as it is. So c is equal to a epsilon 0 divided by d minus t. Now what will happen is, look at this term in the numerator, d minus t plus t divided by k. So I have multiplied a d on the numerator and d in the denominator, so nothing will be problem there. And now here also I have multiplied a d on the upstairs and d in the downstairs, right? So now this is d and this is d in the numerator and denominator I have replaced. So now what will happen? So this here is a d, here is a d, and here is a d. So all these three d is all the three terms. So that's why I have taken it a constant. Now so this d is equal to it will be taken constant. So I am left with 1. So minus minus sign, and this is t divided by d, and after taking this t common I have left with minus plus this plus is there, so T divided by K into D, right? So this term we have written. So this is okay. So now I am left with this term. So D, taking D common, I have 1 minus T divided by D plus T divided by D into K, right? So this much we have taken it as constant, and this is I am left with this term. So C is equal to A epsilon 0 divided by D into 1 minus T divided by D plus T minus T divided by D into K. So now from the previous long question we have taken that if everything inside this medium was air, so here is a plate, here is a plate, here is a positive, here is a negative plate. If everything inside the medium was air, so our expression for the capacitance was A epsilon 0 divided by D. And look at this term here. Here is A epsilon 0 divided by D. So I can call this capacitance C0. Since first I denoted at C0, this means everything inside these two plates was air. So all this medium was air, right? So if it's such the condition, then the capacitance will be called C0 and its expression will be A epsilon 0 divided by D. Clear? So here is A epsilon 0 divided by D. So in next term I shall write it at together, that is A epsilon 0 divided by D, and in denominator I shall write 1 minus T divided by D plus T divided by D into K. Okay. So now I shall write C is equal to A epsilon 0 divided by D, taking it in the numerator, and the rest of the things is in the denominator, that is 1 minus T divided by D plus T divided by D into K. Okay. So now I shall replace this A epsilon 0 divided by D as C0. So I shall replace it as C0. So C0 divided by 1 minus T divided by D plus T divided by D into K, where C0 is equal to A epsilon 0 divided by D, where capacitance one region in between plates is filled with air. Now what will happen, that look at this term, this is T divided by D, and here is also T divided by D, so it can be taken out of constant. So here T divided by D is taken constant. So previously it was 1 minus T divided by D plus T divided by D into K. So here is a T divided by D, and here is also a T divided by D. So I shall take it a constant, that is 1 minus T divided by D. After taking it constant, I am left with 1. Since it is plus sign and I have taken already a negative constant, that's why I will call negative. So that negative into negative, that is positive. So it is, I am left with 1 divided by K over here. So it is 1 divided by K. So here the denominator can be replaced by 1 minus T by D, taking constant 1 minus 1 divided by K whole bracket, right? So this is the expression for the capacitance when a dielectric of thickness T is inserted, right? So remember, this K is the dielectric constant of the medium which we have inserted in between these plates of thickness T, right? So this is your final answer. So this much you have written, or you have to write to the long question, for the long question of capacitance when a dielectric is inserted in between these plates, right? So now let's take some special case. Let's discuss some special case equal to D. That means if this is the medium and this is the thickness of this dielectric, if this thickness was all over the plates, right, all over the separation, that means the entire region in between these plates are filled with the dielectric, then I shall replace T D is equal to D. So in our long question, in our questions, in our final answer, we have 1 minus T divided by D plus 1 minus T divided by D into K. Now T shall be replaced by D. So T, here is a T, here is a T, then that T can be replaced by D. Now this T can be cancelled, this T will be cancelled. So in next step we have D by D is 1. So 1 minus 1 plus D and D has been cancelled, and that is 1 divided by K. So 1 minus 1 is again 0. So 0 divided by 1 minus K, that is C0 divided by 1 divided by K, and that is equal to C0 multiplied by K. And now C0 is equal to A epsilon 0 divided by D. So it is, I have written C0 is equal to A epsilon 0 divided by D, and now A into epsilon 0 into K is equal to epsilon, right? So that's why you have written AFC is equal to A epsilon divided by epsilon 0 divided by epsilon divided by D. That's what the total capacitance. That means if the entire medium is have the permittivity epsilon, then your capacitance will be A epsilon 0 divided by D. Okay, that means if you look at this term, if you increase this medium with a if you fill the medium with a dielectric instead of air, when it was air, it is the medium is A epsilon 0 divided by D. When it is another medium, then you have an extra additional k multiplied to it, and remember k is always greater than 1. That's why if you insert a dielectric, then the capacitance will definitely increases. Okay, so to increase the capacitance, we insert a dielectric medium in between these plates, right? So for next cases, when thickness is equal to 0, so when this thickness is 0, that means there is no dielectric. When thickness is equal to 0, we can write T is equal to 0. So in place of T, you have to put just 0. So this is T, and T is equal to 0, and 0 multiplied by entire term will be 0. That's why C is equal to C0 divided by 1 minus 0, and that C is equal to C0. That means if nothing in between the plates except air, then your C is equal to C0, and that is the obvious cases. And on the case 3, that means when the dielectric has the permittivity or a dielectric constant K is equal to 1, that means air, which has the permittivity of the dielectric constant of air is 1. So when dielectric is air, then we shall put K is equal to 1 and written this term, that 1 minus T divided by K, 1 minus 1 divided by, here is K, and K shall be replaced by 1. So 1 minus 1 divided by 1 is 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So total term will be 0. So 1 minus 0 will be 0, C0, 1, and C0 divided by 1 and is equal to C0. So the total capacitance will be equal to C0. That is the A epsilon 0 divided by D. Right. So that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button and share with your friends. Thank you.